Conservatives are really, really entitled when it comes to media. They think that every single project needs to be specifically targeted at them, and they freak out when it's not. And they found a show, not a new show necessarily, to whine about on Netflix. It's a show, Dead End Paranormal Park. It's an animated series about a group of friends who fight off demons at a haunted theme park. And you're probably wondering, well, why is that bothering MAGA and conservatives? Well, there's a character on the show who identifies as transgender. And also, no, that's it. That's the whole thing. There is a transgender character. And so cue the freak out. Libs of TikTok says, just canceled my Netflix account. We will not support a company who pushes transgenderism on kids and employs someone who celebrates murder. We'll get to that part. Post a screenshot below if you canceled yours. So what Raya Chai, I'm forgetting her name. Charik? What? I don't care. Whatever her name is. Raya Chaychik. Anyway, Chaya Raichik says is pushing transgenderism on kids is literally just there's a transgender kid. They exist. Like that's just true. Chaya, they exist. They're there. They're there here. They're 5 years ago. In France, like they're just some percentage of the population is and always has been trans. And if you acknowledge that, then you must be canceled, okay? They're not pushing anything. There's no advocacy, there's existence. And that's enough to trigger these people. Libs of TikTok posted this. You will never guess who the creator of this show is. A they LGBTQ blue sky fan who mocked Charlie's murder and called him a Nazi. Is anyone surprised? So there's a lot there, to be clear. So he's literally still letting you call him he. How is that not enough for you? You don't have to call him they, you can call him he. That's a compromise. He's a blue sky fan. How dare he like a social media site? I don't. He should probably be sent to the gulag. Anyway, and so they're just freaking out. But in the thing that she retweeted herself, she says it's pushing pro-transgender on children. That's a direct quote. It's pushing pro-transgender on children. No, it's not pushing anything, and it's not pro-trans. Like that's literally the same thing as me writing a book and having a white character and that being pushing pro-white on people. It's just existence, it's not advocacy again. And to that you can see that Elon Musk, the owner of the platform, responds, he's a groomer. Because what the richest man in the world uses the platform he bought for is to basically accuse people he disagrees with of being a pedophile. That's just a thing he's always done. For some reason, he doesn't get any legal trouble of that. Making a direct accusation of pedophilia with no evidence. And by the way, I don't think we have this tweet, but I was on Twitter and I saw this. He goes on to retweet another one of Libs of TikTok's posts, because never forget that the richest man in the world just follows Chaya Raichik all day long on Twitter. And he just says, cancel Netflix. And Tommy Viator, who's been on the show, said, this guy went from calling himself a free speech absolutist to the most reactionary, whiny little cancel culture loving bitch on the internet. And it's true. And here's the kicker. The show's not even new. It's from years ago. It's done. There's no new episodes coming. They're just showing old episodes of this cartoon for kids that, as my producer pointed out, you don't have to watch. And if you don't want your kids to see it, don't put it on the TV. It's up to you. Don't you have parent rights? Isn't that a thing that Florida gave us or whatever? But no, because they have an old show where there is a trans person, Netflix should be canceled. The entire platform should be erased from existence, says free speech absolutist Elon Musk. I'm not getting any names right anymore. It's so pathetic, man. But this is what happens. They've just been ramping up. Like they've always wanted, like gay people can't have books. You gotta get those out of the library or whatever. Black people can't write books, you gotta get rid of those. And then, man, in the wake of the Charlie Kirk thing, they were all like, oh no, actually this cancel culture stuff is like the best. I love this, let's do more of this. And so now it's 24/7 absolutist cancel culture if you acknowledge the existence of people that they don't like. What do you think?
Well, you're absolutely right. It's the same Republican friend. I've got to get another one.
You
Last night
should.
was saying that he was arguing with a couple of liberals who he happened to be dining with because the woman was a single mom of a boy. And she allowed him to he wanted to play with some dolls. He saw her putting on makeup. He's just a little boy. And he was mimicking it. And that was a crime. And I can see the suggestion in the future that if you are a woman raising a little boy, that can't be allowed. Maybe there'll have to be check-ins, or maybe they'll just remove the child from you because you're causing them to become something that God did not intend.
Look, if that is a crime, and it's a bad influence, particularly in front of kids, then I need all right wingers to join me in boycotting Donald Trump and JD Vance because they shamelessly, no, I'll say it, whorishly slather their faces up with makeup every day and go out there where kids could see them. A full-grown man wearing eyeliner. Donald Trump, you've never seen Donald Trump's face. Do you realize that? You've just seen an inch thick layer of cake on his face. But they can't watch a paranormal amusement park show or something. Again, it's just these people are so pathetic, and this is what they have. And I know that I say this a lot. I'll end with this. Raya Chayik was a kid at one point. She had parents, and her parents probably did what I do with my daughter. I look at her and think she could be anything. I don't know what, a lawyer, a doctor, a scientist, and they probably did that. And what she decided to be was just whine online about stuff she doesn't like, and that's literally it. A show exists that's not designed for me, so the company needs to go down. I found a random person on TikTok living a life that's different than mine. I need to ruin their life. That is the end state of all of what the parents gave her, and that is just a goddamn shame. Final thoughts?
It is. It's a shame. You know what I was thinking as you were talking and saying all that? I wonder if they one day said to her, like I've said to my daughter before, what do you want to be when you grow up? My daughter said, I'm going to be a waitress, whatever. I think it's our job to support whatever, as long as you're a good person, is what I tell her. But I wonder if this woman's parents said, what do you want to be? And she said, I want to be a world-class hater. I want to grow up to be the best hater ever. And it worked out. If she said it, it worked out.
Maybe. Anyway, I just saw Muad'Dib says she could be a jock. Would John be okay with that? Well, I'm a jock. I think naturally she probably will be. The only question is for which sport.
Yeah.
Anyway, just so utterly pathetic. And again, as actually I'll end with it. Our producers point out, MAGA has supposedly been done with Netflix like several times at this point. Like you guys have to choose. Like, I don't know. Anyway, it just seems like there are boycotts on both sides of the aisle. Like we do boycotts. I'm gonna end on one side. We do boycott. Like, but what are you doing the boycotts for? Like if Chick-fil-A donates money to like politicians that are trying to strip away rights from gay people or something, like that kind of feels like a values thing. If Netflix has a show that has a person on it, I don't think that's as principled as you think it is. And stop calling stuff woke. Just say openly, there cannot be shows that have black people, women, gay people. I don't want to see it. I just want to see shirtless, muscular, straight white men. That's it. And they can talk and they can do muscular things, and that's all I ever want to see. Just admit that.